William was born on October 20th, 1999. He was born at the University of Massachusetts Medical Center in Worcester. He was actually diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder when he was around 3 years old. As he got older, no, he was still in special needs all the way through high school. He stayed in high school until he was 22 so he could age out of the system. And then we were encouraged to do that by his teachers so that he could be eligible for a lot of the programs that were available to him. So that's what we did.
And he graduated at the age of 22.
The biggest complication has been as far as keeping him from working in the past. And what we were concerned about this time was his communication skills. William is not able to really carry on a conversation. He displays a lot of echolalia, in other words, repeating things that we say, but that's interspersed with, him using his own words. So at home, we do encourage him to use his own words. He started working with the Georgia Department of Vocational Rehabilitation, and they had a psychiatrist interview him. At that point, the result of the interview was that they felt it highly unlikely that they'd be able to place him. Unless there was someone there with him all the time, or there was a situation where, pretty much someone would have to either be with him or closely supervising him. We weren't quite sure how he was going to handle it, alone, not in the school environment and not with, parents around.
I also had a fear of how he would be treated if he were to start work with other people, people that he didn't know as well. So I always hoped that he would find a place that would treat him with kindness.
It was really important that we understand William's needs coming into our organization, that we could make sure that this was a safe environment for him to work in and it would be a place for him to excel and succeed in. Hiring William was the first opportunity for our company to invest back into our community in the same way that Special Needs and Treats does every single day. William takes such pride in his work, and he always does a fantastic job each and every moment that he's at work. You can tell the impact that he leaves behind him based off of how well he does his work.
Well, he looks forward to coming to work.
Yes, he does. And I believe it gives him a sense of pride. And he wants to make sure he's doing it right. He always, when he's given a list of things to do at the job site, he always checks it and makes sure he's got everything checked off. And we're very proud of him and happy. And it's good for us too, because it gives us some quiet time as well. But just knowing that he's somewhere where he's doing something, and we know he's happy and we're happy as well.
Initially, when we were looking to find him a place to work, like I said, we're working with a woman over at the Georgia Department of Vocational Rehabilitation. We heard about this company called Special Needs over in Lawrenceville that specifically hired persons with special needs. So we were able to set up an interview with the owner there, went in and the owner interviewed him, and everything went well. He put in an application. Only one thing is, there's the waiting list to get in there, and that's understandable. And he's 144 on the waiting list right now, so that would be a, I don't know, maybe next decade or something at this point. But one thing he did mention was, he mentioned this company, mentioned you over at Mobile Hydraulics, that you were looking to hire people with special needs. And that's where we were referred to, and that's when the woman from the Georgia VR called up and set up the interview.
Michael and Temba have created this incredible framework for us to go off of, and it's our opportunity to continue their work into our own organizations and help take some of these amazing people off of a wait list and give them the pride of earning their own paycheck. I can remember what it felt like when I earned my first paycheck and how proud I was of myself for making my own money, and everybody deserves that chance to feel that excitement and pride in themselves that they did something, they accomplished something, and they worked for something, and they earned something in return for it. Everybody deserves that opportunity.
We can tell it with the sense of pride that, hey, our son's working. Despite his disability, he's still able to, contribute something. He's able to work, to provide, to do something meaningful.